Having a great day. I wasn't gonna walk today, but I said, let me keep at it. I don't wanna I don't wanna stop, you know, with this consistency walking in the morning. I try to walk at least 3 days a week, 3 miles. Sometimes it's difficult. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes it's difficult. But I'm gonna keep walking, I'm gonna keep walking. See, I'm losing a little bit of weight, so I'm gonna keep on uh, walking so I can kind of go down during the summer. I ain't gonna lie, losing weight is way, way more difficult than gaining weight. I can tell you that. You can sit in the house and just eat yourself away, but losing weight is the most difficult thing than losing weight. So I just gotta get at it so I can shed these pounds. But again, appreciate y'all for watching. But this week I decided to talk about religion, and this kind of ties in with religion because a lot of Christians, especially, they don't believe in evolution. They don't believe that we came from apes and all that stuff. I remember in science class they said that monkeys and chimpanzees and stuff like that, they're Homo sapiens and we're Homo sapiens sapien. So that means we got a different kind of chromosome in our body that makes us slightly different from that family. Uh, Honestly, science and religion goes hand in hand. I'm not that type of person that said, "Oh, I'm against that." Scientific uh, hypothesis. you know, I'm not that type of person. Like I said, I'm very open-minded, like the name of this channel. You know, I believe that as far as evolution is concerned, science and spirituality or religion goes hand in hand like a three-chord strand. You know, feel like you can't have science without religion and religion without science, or I should say spirituality without science. I think they work hand in hand. How you doing, Joey? But let me know what y'all think about. Let me know what y'all think about evolution. Let me know what y'all think about evolution. Do y'all believe in evolution, or you believe it's a sort of experimentation? Let me know. Let me know if you believe in it. Again, appreciate y'all for watching. But like I said, a lot of real religious people, especially in Christianity, they kind of, when that comes up in school, they tell the teachers that they don't want their child to study that, you know, and they take them out to classes or whatever they do. But I feel like if I have a child, I would want them to learn those things. I remember in school also when it comes to family life and talking about reproduction and sex and all that stuff, they kind of shun that. But yeah. Good morning. How you doing? All right, go good. But yeah, we When you think about, um, you think about the Bible and how things come about. Uh, you know, you think about all those things. You think about all those things. But y'all let me know what y'all think about evolution. And you know, if you got any comments, feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. Uh, but the question is, do you believe in evolution and the things that goes on as far as evolution? Let me know. Let me know. How you doing, Myra? How you doing, Joy? But in a way, I do believe in evolution. In a way, I don't. I think everything evolves. I kind of believe that. Well, I do believe that the humans back then were, in a way, different from the humans now. I think everything has revolved. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like humans back then were slightly bigger than how we are now. Only because they in the Bible it counts that they lived longer. But I feel like they got to do with diet, the way they ate back then, eating mostly from the land. I feel like that, they eat more naturally. We eat more processed foods these days. So it's a slightly, it's a different thing, as far as the way our diet is now. We have more processed foods. We just go to the grocery store and buy foods, which is mainly processed. Doing this year, people going to the store to get hamburgers, hot dogs, and cook on the grill and stuff like that. And I think that factors in our life, the length of our lives. I feel, even though that's a controversial topic, because people, especially people that want to do what they want to do as far as diets is concerned, that could be an issue. But it's factual that a lot of people back then lived longer. You even see today, a lot of people from the early 1900s, they still living today because of the diet that they had. So in today's time, you see, obituaries, see people that was born after that, they have a shorter life expectancy, So it can be that can be a factual thing as far as life expectancy. So it's a lot of factors as far as that. But yeah, I'm gonna try to live as long as I can. Like sometimes, you get older and older. I'll say for me, my personal experience, I feel like I can get older and older, but I get older and older, but I still feel pretty youthful, in my mind. But I do feel age come up sometimes, you know. Yeah, I do feel age come up sometimes when I walk or like I'm doing right now. But they got to do with they got to do with diet as well. They got to do with diet as well. So Like I said, do I believe in evolution? Like I said, I believe spirituality and science. I think they work hand in hand. That's how I feel about it. But yeah, y'all let me know if you watch this video later, if you want to chime in on this topic. If you want to chime in on this topic. All right, peace.